Street.
Tama, we've got the offer of a lifetime for you.
They take a caterer with them everywhere they go. The job's yours.
You know, when baby gets a bit older, we're going to have all the time in the world to get on with our careers. You know, me with my social work and you with your music.
Yeah, I know.
It's a 24-hour party, Tama. Come on in.
You know how important my marriage is to me. I want to make this work for my son's sake, for everyone's sake.
I told you, I'm no threat to all of that, as long as I'm treated with respect.
I saw you walk down the aisle. I saw you commit to each other for the rest of your lives. I've seen your pain. I've also seen Chris's. He didn't just lose his son, though, Tony. He lost you.
I wouldn't let that tramp Greta wreck my marriage just because she's bored or on some kind of power trip.
Can't just forgive and forget.
Yes, you can. All depends whether you think Chris is worth it or not.
Of course you'll fight to hang on to Chris and his millions like the nasty little gold digger you are. Can't you see you're dragging Chris down? He'll never be satisfied with you because you're trash, darling, and you always will be.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I hope Harry ends up with better taste in wives than his father's got.
How dare you bring my son into this? You might think I'm some small-town worthless hick.
I don't think it. I know it.
But I'd rather be a nobody than a whore.
Sticks and stones, Tony. Doesn't change the fact that Chris was satisfied when he was with me.
Yeah, but who is he thinking of? Who is he wishing he was with? Me.
I hardly think that.
Chris is in love with me. We've got a family together. You really think some spiteful old slapper can ruin that?
When will it sink in? You're temporary. A distraction.
Go on. Keep up your pathetic little games. Nicking my stuff, sending pictures. Nothing will change the fact that Chris is in love with me and I'm in love with him. And you can't touch that. Do your worst. Try it.
Unprofessional and embarrassing. 2 words I despise in my department.
I just wanted to say again that this really was all my fault.
Serious lapses of judgment. Another pet hate.
I'm sorry.
This incident will be documented on your record.
Of course.
I trust patient confidentiality has been drummed into your thick skulls from now on.
Absolutely.
If I could have a word with Maya alone, please. Tanya is your most junior member of staff in ED. Therefore, she needs most support and supervision.
Which I feel confident she's receiving.
You need to separate sister from nurse and treat her exactly as you would any other member of staff.
I understand that.
You haven't demonstrated it.
I've learnt my lesson.
Is it enough? You're on your way to becoming a successful charge nurse, Maya. Get ego out of the way.
I'm sorry?
You're not there to be liked. You're there to manage the team as efficiently as possible, all the while keeping safety and protocol paramount.
Yes.
Protocol, Maya. Sticking to it won't win you any popularity, but it might make you a fine charge nurse.
I'll try.
Don't try. Do.
So this embarrassing incident, will it be taken any further?
No further.
But what about Andrew?
That's my concern, not yours.
I signed off on Noah's dismissal today.
And this affects me how?
Charming.
What? Like I care what happens to Noah Campbell.
Do you care what happens to Claire Solomon?
I'm sweet.
You were meant to be doing community service. Instead, you were having a little grass party.
Nobody calls it grass.
Do you have any idea what could have happened if somebody else busted you?
They didn't.
It could have ended up on your probation report. You could be facing more charges.
I'm not, okay?
Claire, you can't just break the rules for the hell of it.
I can't just look for a job in peace either.
You're not bulletproof, Claire. If you're hoping to get some interviews, you'd better sharpen up your attitude.
Note to self.
Because that's all that's going to get you through. You've got no experience or no qualifications.
I've got my O levels from boarding school. I'll ace any interview I get.
You don't know that.
I'll just pick the job with the best wardrobe.
Oh, well, that sounds sensible.
Yeah, let's just all declare she's so useless.
I didn't say that. I'm just trying to get you to be more realistic.
Talent, confidence, energy. I've got that.
Yeah, I don't doubt that you have those.
I'll have my dream job by the end of the week. You watch.
I will be watching, because if you don't, you'll be starting at the hospital cafeteria next week.
What?
Dishwashing and food prep. It's minimum wage.
The caf?
I can't have you lazing around the house day in and day out.
You cannot do that.
I just have.
Chris?
We're on our last story. I'll be down in a sec.
The PowerPoint?
Yeah, man, I was like, this is it.
Dude was totally thrown across the room as soon as he turned it on.
You were lucky, mate.
Yeah, you could have had the complete bro.
You haven't come over all queer, have you?
Oh, I don't know, better check his socks, see if they match.
It's all jokes, buddy.
Thank you very much for sorting that out for us.
I swear.
So what do we owe you for your real electrician?
That's all taken care of.
True.
Done deal.
That's why I'm buying this man a beer.
All right, on my way.
And I'll get the next round. Another time, no biggie.
Bro, if you're offering.
The usual bit?
So, you haven't yet managed to check out my new digs?
Oh, yeah, your new house.
Apartment,
Nice.
waterfront,
Nicer.
with perfect wiring.
Is it me or is testosterone boy making a move on my flatmate? It's not just you. He's on a mission. That's a bet he tried to hook me into. Score Tanya by the end of the month. Classy. From what I've seen, Tanya's way too sharp for all of that. Too right. Where have you been?
Greta's.
Oh, you didn't.
Yeah.
Whatever she said to you, don't believe a word of it. She
Actually,
hasn't...
I told her a few things.
Oh?
Kind of surprised myself. Look. That's how I want it returned to the gallery. For the whole wide world to see, especially Greta.
Did you do this?
No, Harry did it. Of course I did it, you dummy. But I mean it. I love you. I'm in love with you. I want this. If you'll have me.
Yes. Yes. Do you remember, before we were married, I said I couldn't think of anything more romantic than falling in love with my wife? Well, I did a long time ago, and I still am. Come on, let's go. Say goodnight to our son.